everybody, let's get to work.
This is George Street in St. John's, Newfoundland. They say there are more bars and pubs here per square foot than anywhere in Canada. A lot of people come here to party, and that means lots of people work hard to make sure everybody has a ton of fun. The bar business is big business in St. John's. There are 35 bars employing over 600 people in this two-block strip alone. A unique feature of the tourist trade is something called a pub crawl.
We're going to hit 6 bars here on George Street. We had to drink at least at 4 of these bars.
Lorraine Ennis is our tour guide. It's her job to organize pub crawls for adventure tours.
Means that we're out of it and on to the next bar. So whenever you guys are ready, let's go! The job of the leader is to make sure that everybody gets into the pub, that everybody gets their drink, and that everybody is out of the pub and to the next pub on time.
Lorraine takes us to our first pub, Lottie's Place.
There you go. Well, now what is this?
Sure, the business is about drinking, but it's also about having fun. Pub crawlers have to do something silly at every bar.
Two Newfoundlanders will rant and will roar, on deck and below.
Work hazards like boisterous clientele, noise, and smoke are all part of the job for waitresses like Natasha. Fortunately, so are tips.
The money's good if it's busy and meet lots of people.
So what is the part of the job you could do without?
This tray going through all those people.
You know, that tray is mighty tricky. I can't help but notice how happy people are to see me. Or maybe they're just relieved to finally get their drinks. The average waitress makes minimum wage, so tips are really important. I seem to be working for minimum wage.
These boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over you.
While the pub crawlers roam the street, the city's finest walk the beat, the Royal Newfoundland Constabulary. So what is the job here?
Basically, you know, is just monitor the street, make sure everybody's abiding by the laws of our province and of our country. But, you know, just to make sure that everybody's here to have a good time.
Next stop for my law-abiding buddies, the Yellow Doors. Up and down George Street, it's the job of the doorkeeper to greet customers. At the Dory's door, it's Dee. Now, what do you do if there's any problems?
I take care of it.
How do you do that?
Just tell them to leave. If they don't, I'll just make believe.
Like, I'm a little afraid to ask, but how do you make them leave?
Just ask them to leave or just grab them and walk out the door.
Oh, and a kiss, too. Came a long way for that. Bartending comes automatically to Damien and to me, too, once he shows me
It
how.
automatically mixes up downstairs.
The job seems pretty frantic.
No, it's not right. You're just talking to people. It's no different than any other job. As long as you're, you know, a bit extroverted.
That's all just a Diet Pepsi?
Double O, salmon, and twist 11.
What did he say? Hey, I even got a tip. Damien's so impressed he's gonna make me an honorary Newfoundlander in a ceremony called a screech-in. Me and every other tourist in the bar. Guy from Toronto touched it.
My name's Damien. I'm going to be officiating tonight's event. Am I talking too fast? It's really too bad.
It's a big part of Damien's job. 40,000 tourists have been screeched in at Trapper John's.
One shot.
It's a simple ceremony. Down the Newfie screech, it's a stiff rum. Repeat after Damien.
Indeed, I was meal coffee. Let me a big chip draw.
Okay, and pucker up to the provincial bird, the puffin. I'm a Newfoundlander. With the last blast of that whistle, does that get louder? The evening ends, and the tour makes sure everyone has a ride. So I take a backseat to one of the most important workers on the pub crawl, the cabbie who drives me home.